Hello, everybody. This is Christine Michelle, and I am here for Quantum Queen TV. And today we are going to talk about the belief factor. I'm really excited about this topic because this is going to give you some ease and some flow, and you won't feel like you need to believe all of the things in order for you to have everything that you desire. And so when you join, just say hello, let me know that you're here. The most important thing I want to talk about is is belief necessary? Is it necessary in order for you to receive what you desire, for you to do these amazing things in your life, that you have ideas of what gets to happen? Is belief necessary? And the true answer is no. It isn't necessary for you to 100% believe that something gets to happen for you. It is not necessary for you to 100% believe it. And the reason why I came to this conclusion is I started to look at some of the big things that I've experienced in my life, whether it's creating a $600,000 brand, whether it's becoming the valedictorian of my high school, and when there was no other Black valedictorians in my high school, or getting the scholarship that I got when I was one of two academic scholarships in my entire state. Buying my Tesla, like anything that I've done, anything that I've created, anything like the quantum leaps that I've had, if I ask myself if I believed 100% that that would happen, the answer is no. But what I did was I became the person who did that. That's the difference. Instead of thinking that I needed to believe 100% that that was going to happen in my life, and it was like done, and just being so grounded in belief that this is it, I decided that I got to just be the person for which this got to happen. Let me know if you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you are listening to this, watching this, doesn't it feel like so much relief that you don't have to 100% believe that you're going to get what you want? Yeah. Yeah. You just need to show up as that person, do the things that that person, type of person, gets to do, and know that your steps, your actions, the things that you are doing it's going to unfold because you're being that person. And so what you get to do, and I love to use this, Delulu is your Salulu. What if you decided to have more faith than belief? So I'll explain. Faith is when you decide that something gets to happen with no evidence. Faith is when it doesn't look like it's going to happen, and you're just saying, okay, I'm deciding that it does get to happen. Faith is deciding that it is yours with no reason, no evidence, and just deciding that, being Delulu. Faith is the Delulu. I always say that Delulu is the Salulu. Okay. And to me, the more you say, okay, I'm deciding that this is the kind of life that I get to live. I'm deciding that I get to be successful. I'm deciding that I'm becoming a multimillionaire, a billionaire, whatever you want to do. I decide that my business gets to be the business. I'm the Beyonce of my business. I'm the Beyonce of my industry. I'm the one. I'm deciding. Instead of believing you're the one, or believing you can have $100,000 a month, or believing all of that, what if you just said, I decided, and I'm going to have faith. I don't need evidence in order to have faith. I don't need proof that it gets to happen. I'm the evidence. I'm the proof. I decided, I'm living, I'm here, I'm taking the steps, I'm going to move forward with this. Lean into that and feel how much easier it is when you decide that you don't have to have the full belief. So that means if a doubt comes, you get to say, oh, that's interesting that I'm doubting, but I don't care. I got faith. I'm being Delulu. Delulu's my Salulu. I'm being delusional right now. I'm deciding that everything is working for me. I'm deciding that it's working, it's working, it's working. Every single, any inch, you're going to take it and make it a mile. This is what it looks like to have faith. So, do you need to have belief? No, but decide to have faith. Decide that, you know what? I don't need evidence. I said, this is what I want. I'm going to be the person that gets this, and that's just the way it is. This works because you are going to shift anything that happens in your life and make it a positive for you. And I want you to start today. I want you, if you are here watching live, I want you to say, what are some situations or circumstances that are happening that you don't feel are positive for you? I will be able to switch them into positive. I'll give you some examples. I have a client and she's like, I want to, I want to sell this, one-to-one package, and it's amazing one-to-one package. And she's like, and the perfect person came into my DMs. I talked to them. They said they were ready, and then they backed out. And I'm like, that's positive. She's like, how? It's positive because one, they came and they were excited about it. So it is attracting someone. Is positive because they backed out because they couldn't rise to where you needed them to rise to at this moment. And they opened up space. So that one didn't work out. They opened up space for 4 more people to come into your DMs and be ready, because they were probably going to be at that time the work of 4 people. And they were going to be exhausting and they weren't the ones for you. But guess what? Now she's opening up space so that you can take on 4 easier, more amazing clients. That's the Delulu way. When you decide that everything is working for you and everything is working in your favor and everything is evidence that this is working for you, then that is you being in the faith, the Lulu level. And you get to allow yourself to be human, be human. And if a doubt comes, it's just a thought. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything about you that you doubted. It just means that there was a thought out of the 60,000 thoughts that you have a day that said, maybe you can't do this. And you get to decide, are you going to put your attention to that thought, or are you going to put your attention to the Delulu? Of course I'm doing this because I decided. Your decision is enough. And it is what anchors in that this gets to happen in your reality. And it is also what begins the higher powers, God, source, universe, sugar daddy, goddess, whatever you want to call it, this higher piece of you that's within you and all around you. It activates that to work on your side and in your favor. And so it is super important for you to remember that it's not up to you to have full belief that this is going to work. And like, I believe. You just get to say, am I being the person that does this? Am I showing up every day as the person that does whatever I said that, is that I decided I got to have? So when I decided that I was going to be $10 million me, and I decided that that was my identity, it really is about me showing up every day as the $10 million woman. Showing up every day, speaking to my audience as the $10 million woman, deciding that that is just the way it gets to be. Being in my Delulu to say it is $10 million is flowing to me, $10 million of clients, $10 million of experiences, $10 million of opportunity, and more. Are there days that I have doubts? Of course. And what I do when those doubts come up is I look at them as just thoughts. What do I say about the quantum soup? Anybody who's been watching knows the quantum soup is what? Where all opportunities, all circumstances, all possibilities exist. So if you decided, like I decided I'm the $10 million woman. Yes. In the quantum soup, there are many, many versions of this $10 million me. There are millions of versions of the $10 million me. And there's versions of me that didn't have $10 million, right? There's versions of me that is not $10 million me. The doubt aligns with that version. The doubt matches that version that's not $10 million me. And so all I need to do is say, oh, that's interesting that I'm doubting this. Now let me remember what I know, what I've decided, what I have faith without any evidence of proof of it, what I'm being delulu about, and let me put more thoughts in my mind for matching that instead of going with that one measly doubt and making a big thing about it. This is the way I like to look at doubts. And I want you to listen to this, because this is going to blow your mind and it is going to allow you to just live your freaking life. Doubts are like the internet comments. And oftentimes what we do, you have a doubt, we make such a big to-do about one doubt when every other comment is like, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. No, you're not. You're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. No, you're not. And so we're looking at that one comment that said I wasn't amazing and focusing all my attention on that instead of just saying, oh my goodness, I'm amazing. And I know I am. And they don't have to agree with it. It's just one opinion. It's just one thought. How many of you are watching Dark Matter on Apple? Apple TV, Apple Plus has this show. It's called Dark Matter. I am loving it now because it got good in episode 4. It's a little slow in the beginning. Do not expect it to be super fast. It's very slow in the beginning, but episode 4 is when it started to kick off. And so what dark matter is this guy, have you guys heard of the quantum, the quantum box? Like there's the black box and then there's the cat in the box. And there's several different versions of what could happen with the cat in the box with the nuclear blah, 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 right? So one person can believe the cat is in the box living his most amazing life. And when they look in the box, guess what? The cat is amazing and living the most amazing life. Another person can think, oh, the cat is dead because the nuclear thing took off and it killed the cat, right? So the other person looks in the box, cat's dead, right? And so what they were saying was in this status, there's a billion of different possibilities that could be happening in this box. And what you see is based on what you believe you're going to see. And so it's the same as when we start talking about like manifestation, we're talking about quantum leaping and creating our own life and the life that we want, co-creating it. It really is up to what you believe. And so what happened is that the doctor created a life-size box where when you go into this box, you give yourself this thing and it puts you into superposition. And then whatever you're feeling, whatever subconscious, whatever's going on, every door you're open is going to be what you like, what the most dominant experience, like thought, whatever's most dominant is going to be what you're going to see. And I love it because it's like a visual representation of what we experience and what we're creating in our life. It is a visual representation for what you actually have. What if you're living in that black box and every single day, every choice you make from the energy, from your belief, from the decisions, all those things, everything you're experiencing is because of what you're feeling, because of your subconscious, because of what you decided gets to happen. It's just like we're living in the black box and we can change our life. We can change what we're experiencing just as quickly as they can do it on the Apple show, because all they have to do is change their state, change what they're thinking about, open the door, and now they're in a new space. Of course, this is drama and they make it more negative because, I mean, that's what TV is about. But what if you knew that every day you get to decide how your life goes, because you do? And what if you decided every single day that you got to be in faith, because you decided that things got to happen for you and you needed no evidence outside of you to tell you it was working. You needed no evidence outside of you to tell you you were on fire. You needed no evidence outside of you to tell you you're the one. What if that was the case? It is the case. And that's what I want to tell you today. It's not about you having the full belief that it's going to happen and the full belief that it's unfolding. That's not the case. What it is about is you deciding how your life gets to go and having faith without evidence that it is already yours. And when you decide to be in the delulu of, I'm the one, I'm on fire, it is working because I decided so, and decide to be that, everything will shift. The problem is when we're waiting for evidence. I mean, come on, tell me in the comments. Have you been the person that's like, I believe I'm going to do this, and then one little thing comes in that shows you that's not happening, your belief is rocked. That's why I said you don't need to believe. Forget about belief. Just decide. I had faith. I have faith, and faith is being that person without evidence. Not worrying about the 3D reality, not worrying about circumstances, deciding that your word is law. Deciding to be the Delulu, because Delulu is the solution. It is the Salulu. What is something that's happening right now in your life? Put it in the comments. What's something that's happening right now in your life that you're like, well, this looks like it's not working? Because there is a new way to look at that. There is a new way, a new story that you need to tell, a new narrative that you get to tell that's more aligned with the faith in what you decided gets to happen versus the belief in the doubt. Forget about, like, doubts are just thoughts that you can choose to keep thinking or you can move on. I decided that I was $10 million me. I'm going to raise it to $1 billion me. I decided that that's who I get to be. I decided that that's me. Do I have $10 million in my bank account? No. Do I have 10 million in assets? No. But have I created opportunities? Have I created pathways for that to flow to me? Yes and yes. Have I decided to show up in the energy of it's already done? Yes. I have a mentor and she has made multiple 8 figures. And she said there was a time when she thought she needed to believe she could have $100,000 month. She was sitting at like $30,000 months consistently. And she was like, I felt like I needed to feel it in my body and I need to be the $100,000 woman. And I needed to know that this was going to happen and have all of this belief. And then she said, you know what? I decided I didn't need it. I didn't need to believe anymore. She's like, what I just decided that I was just going to be the person that this unfolded for. And for her, in her mind, right, it's the same identity work that I teach you guys. In her mind, she was like, to be the person that this happens for, that means that I create programs that does this, you know, that people can buy into, that I speak with confidence and conviction about how good my programs are and about the types of results that people get when they work with me, and that I show up every single day in the energy of I'm the one, I'm already the one. You want to work with me because I'm the one, I'm the leader, I go first. This is just the way it is. Are you doing that? Tell me, are you doing that? Are you showing up every single day in the energy of I'm the one? Or do you need external circumstances to give you permission to be that? It is important for you to now decide that you are the one, and that you've decided things get to happen, and that you've decided that that is just the way it gets to go. This is the avenue to quantum leaping. I am going to be talking about this so much more in my program. It's right now it's called Quantum Manifesting Queen, but I'm shifting it. I think I'm going to call it like the magic or something like that, because it is you tapping into the magic. It is a part of the Quantum Queen, the Aligned Soul Total Experience. And the Aligned Soul Total Experience is a 12-month experience where you get to be a part of all my micro programs. And most importantly, you get this premium coaching where I get to, you know, answer your questions. You get premium coaching with me, and you get to be in a room with women that are spiritual badasses, but also deciding that they get to blow shit up. If you believe that you are bad and bougie, that you get to have more money than Bezos, that you get to wear deep V's, be sexy, and do that all the way through your 90s, then this is the place for you, because that is that's the vibe. We are breaking the rules, defying the odds, and like living life to the next level. And so if you are feeling led and you're deciding that QQ Taste is the place for you, we'll drop a link in the comments so that you can join. Now, what I want you to take away from this today is reminding yourself that belief isn't necessary and that you do not need anything outside of you to give you permission or tell you you are on the right track. That your faith deciding that things are done without evidence and being delulu AF about it is enough. And that all you need to do, the answer and the key is to decide that I am going to show up every single day. I am going to show up every single day in the energy of I am the one. I'm going to show up every single day in the energy of I'm a legend. I'm going to show up every single day in the energy of I'm the icon. And that people love to be in my spaces because they get amazing results. And that's just the way it is. People love my programs, or they love my products, or they love my services because I am amazing. And that's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. So I want you to ask yourself, am I being the one? Are you being the one? Are you deciding that you are the one? If you are, then this is what's possible for you. Don't worry about faith. Don't worry about needing proof. Don't worry about any of that. Decide that because I showed up, because I decided that this is the way it gets to be, because I have faith that this is what gets to happen, that's enough. And all I need to do is show up as a person in alignment with what that result is. Be the person that this happens for. Be the best you today. Be the best you. Take the action in the energy of I'm the best me. I'm the best me that has ever lived, and I get to be the best me right now. I decided that this is the result that I want. I decide to be the person that gets that result. I don't need any evidence. I don't need any permission. I don't need anyone else to bless me and tell me that that's what I need to do. I don't need anyone else to tell me I've decided and I'm being her. And then shift anything that looks like it's not working for you and start showing yourself how it is working for you. Anything. The client says no. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I'm so glad that they said no, because that means that there's someone else that it's opening the door for. And there's 4 other people right behind them. If you like that client and you really want to work with that client, say, oh, they're saying no right now. I'm not attached to her. There's so many other people, and she'll come back. That person will come back. You get 2 flat tires like I did yesterday. You get to say, oh my God, I'm so excited. New tires. Yay. And I didn't even have to buy them. There's always a new way, a new, more expanded way, a new, more faith-filled, freaking up-leveled way that's in alignment with who you get to be, to look at anything in your situation and circumstance and turn it to your favor. And if you want to do that more, then you should join the Aligned Soul World. Quantum Queen is the place to be. And this is where we're just doing this and living lives that are in alignment with magic. So on that note, I am done. You don't need to believe it. You just need to have faith. You need to decide that I decided it gets to happen. I need no evidence. This is what's done. Decide it's already yours. Be the person that it's already happening for. Take the action in alignment with the person that it's happening for. Be the best you, and that's enough. I'll see you later. See you next week. Bye.